right. You're gonna behave, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so welcome back to another chat corner. I have my friend Naz here today with me. I don't want to say your real name. You changed your name, right?
Nasir Brown.
It was.
I mean, from before. All right. I confess. Like, my name used to be Sean.
Oh.
Sean Sylvester Sutherland.
Sylvester.
Yeah. And you know what? My mom named me after Sylvester the cat. Can you believe that?
Sylvester the Cat was
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone, to be honest.
Well, was he even a Rocky? Wasn't around when I was born.
Is that how old you are?
Oi! Oh!
You're not nervous anymore, right? Are you cool?
No, I'm alright.
Okay. I'm quite excited about this video. I just feel like, are you okay with the lighting, or should I put it right in the middle?
Do I look tired? Because I'm mad tired. I didn't go to bed till about 4 or 5 this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
And then you woke up and just headed out. So Naz,
Yes.
welcome to Nayna's Chat Corner. Thank you for doing this.
Such a pleasure. I'm to be here.
I'm going to ask you a bunch of uncomfortable questions, and then hopefully you'll be transparent and you're going to help a bunch of women out there, including myself, how to give great head. Well, the title of the video is What Men Want in Oral Sex. Yeah.
What men want in oral sex.
But first, let's introduce you. So basically, I do music. As you probably know, I do music. And I met Naz through music. And he actually managed me for a little while, which went not really good at all.
No.
Why did it go good?
Oh.
I'm gonna beep that name out. No, you thought I was lazy. Do you remember that I didn't do stuff? Or
Oh,
whatever?
yeah. Not lazy, but I thought there was more things that you could do.
Yeah, but now I'm more independent. I don't need your help.
Oh, excuse me.
But yeah, we've been friends for a really long time, and we just like have these deep conversations all the time. So
Like seeing angels.
yes, that's actually one of my
Really?
chat corner things.
There you go. Do you remember? We went to see that guy and we sat under the light?
Yes, you was with me, and
Yeah.
Gabriel was with us.
Was Gabriel? Yeah.
Yeah, but what did you see that day? Did you
Remember,
see
I saw 3 angels. It was either, I think, let me see if I can remember. One on my shoulder, one at the bottom, and I think one was on the left here. And they were gray.
But you didn't see all of the geometric lights and shapes.
Yeah.
You saw it as well?
I saw the lights, different lights. It was really vivid.
Because according to the guy, he said that not everybody sees those lights. So if you saw it as well, you saw what I saw.
Yeah,
then.
I saw different lights that were real vivid. And then it kind of like went still and I saw 3 angels.
But now I'm remembering, because you said that they were a bit grey or something.
Yeah, they were grey, I remember. That was an experience that
So do you speak to angels in your spare time and stuff, or do you not acknowledge them?
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't consciously done anything, like spoke to any angels in a while. I just connect with source through meditation.
Yeah.
So I haven't really done that. But then there's other reasons why I haven't done that as well. It's not just because I chose not to. I was in a situationship, and the situationship affected me personally. I had to, in order for the situationship to kind of like work, I had to lower my standards so I could get on their level to make it work, because they weren't going to come up to mine.
And that's just a whole other subject that we could dive into. Because
never do that. Never lower your standards to match someone that's lower than you. It's a difficult decision to make when it's got when that person has been in your life, or you've known, and you sort of had a connection with for over a long period of time. And I'm the kind of person, like, if I meet you or if I know you and you're in a situation that's not favorable to you, that's really messing with your mental health, if I can help to get you out of that, I will, because mental health is no joke,
But I feel like that's what happens even in families. Like you stay stuck because you're trying to help your family, and really they're bringing you down.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Sad times.
Yeah, sad times. Not sad anymore. I'm celebrating life. Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into the juicy subject.
Let's get it.
Okay, so the first, I wrote a bunch of questions here for Naz. By the way, let's explain your American accent, because why are you speaking in some American accent?
What it was, right?
What it was.
You see, what it was is I used to love watching all these American TV programs when Alright. So basically what it was, when I was younger, 12 years old, my mom took me to New York, and I went to high school, and really I should have maintained my English accent. I was a South Londoner, do you know what I mean? Cockney and all that.
Do you remember having a British accent ever?
Yeah. I don't remember, like, I can't hear myself speaking in an English accent.
Yeah, because I can't hear myself speaking in an accent before this accent. I can't remember.
No, I can't hear it. But I will say I changed my accent because I used to get bullied in school, in high school. So I changed it so I could fit in.
Damn, and now it's just stuck forever.
Yeah, it's not. It's
Wait, but have you ever tried to go back to the British?
Yeah, of course, mate.
Of course, mate. All right, mate.
It's just not right, though. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't come out right. Oh, that was alright.
That was quite
that was alright. I mean, I could be Idris Elba, you know what I mean?
Okay, I'm excited for this. Tell me, do you receive? Wait, we're gonna call it oral sex. So I don't have to keep beeping everything. So let's try to say oral sex, penis, and those are the two words we're gonna use, right? Okay.
So not cool.
Yeah, just see, I'm going to beep those out, but you know. Tell me, do you receive a lot of oral sex?
Okay, do you want the truth or should I fabricate it?
No, I want the truth.
Okay, well, since I've been in a bit of a situationship, I haven't really received head oral sex like for a while. But I have, because my situationship was a bit of an open situationship. So I still have actually.
They're open to go and do it, but did she not enjoy it? Is that why you didn't receive it?
No, that's not why. The reason why I didn't receive it is because she struggles with some deep-rooted issues, mental health issues, because of her past history of the things that she went through with her ex, and then also because of all the meds that she takes, pills, you know, for manic depression and all this kind of stuff. And one of those pills makes her, what do you call it, like her
is it
sex drive,
whatever that
low
word is.
Yeah, it makes it low. You know, so we've become a bit of a mismatch, you know, because I have a very high sex drive, but she doesn't, you know, so it's a bit of a problem. You must
have cared a lot about her, because you stayed with her for a long time without getting any of that. And from what I know from you, you're a very highly sexual person.
Yeah,
so
yeah. It was really hard. It was really hard. But I did have like
But previous to her, previous to her, was you in the streets getting your
Why in the streets?
Getting your oral sex
in the streets? No. Okay. So I met this guy. Actually, you know who he is. He used to run a sex club. So I used to go to the sex club.
And you used to get head there?
Yeah. Well, there was one particular girl who, she was known as the headmaster.
What's for everybody?
Well, seems like it, yeah. But she became good friends with me. Right, so, you know, so I used to have extracurricular activities with her. Like, I'd give her a ride to the sex club, she'd give me some head. I'd give her a ride home, she'd give me some head.
But did you ask her for it, or did she just offer it to you?
It was kind of like, no asking.
I feel like you asked her. I feel like you were like, let's exchange. I'll drive you home and you give me head.
Well, yeah, I think I probably did. Oops. No, but she gave me head in the club.
Before that even happened.
Yeah. So then afterwards, it was like, so, what's good? You gonna give me some head?
Oh gosh. Okay. So I know that now you're in a different situation, but how important was it before the situation for you to receive head from your girlfriend? And then how important did it become now as you're older? Is it really important for a relationship? For me it is. For me it's important because when you're with somebody, you want to kind of like feel like that sexual pleasure, you know, from different parts. Like I like it if a girl kisses me on the neck or bites or whatever, you know, nipples, all that kind of stuff, and then head. Really good, yeah. But is it like every time, or is it like maybe once a week or? No, I would say it's just spontaneous. You know, so if she's sitting on the couch and I'm walking in the living room, I might say, "Hey, baby, woo!" Yes. So it's more like kind of like spontaneous. But I would say like I didn't get head every single time we had sex, because like sometimes you just wake up in the morning and you know she'd jump on me, you know, or I jump on her and you just do a quickie and you get ready for the morning. Sometimes like I might be in the bedroom coming out the shower and I'm in the room, you know, drying myself down, and she will come in and I'll be like, "Hey babe, walk on," you know, do it like that. So you do like a bit of fellatio? Yeah, I like a bit of, isn't fellatio when the guy does it to the girl though? No, so it's actually the opposite. It's when the guy gets his penis sucked, it's called fellatio, and it's not for the women, which I didn't know. I was using fellatio in the last video and I didn't know it was only for the woman who sucks the man's penis. Okay. Yeah. So spontaneous is good. Yeah, but then now because, yeah. I was going to say also in the car. Wicked. I like that. Can I be honest? I've never done stuff like that before. That's all right. I wonder why. Like, do you ask for these things, or do you attract these type of women who are like very spontaneous? No, like whatever woman I'm with, like if we're driving, I might say, "Hey babe, let's go to the park or something." Because I just feel like I'm not your slave. Don't take the piss at me. So why I'm a bit more like. Why would you say I'm not your slave? Because it's not that she's my slave.
you know, it's just, you know, she's providing sexual pleasure to me if she's my girl. So, you know.
And if she was driving, would you do the same with her?
Hell yeah, I've done it. Wicked.
Which is a bit more difficult because it's a bit more flatter than yours because yours stick out.
Yeah.
So.
You know, so she like get in the back, legs up, and
I'm talking about while she's driving.
Oh no, you can't. Like... No, you can't do it. I touch her. Matter of fact, it was when I was living in Florida. I was dating this girl, and she would pick me up to go to her house, and I used to do it all the time when she was driving. I'd finger pop her, make her squirrel over her seat.
Finger popping, okay.
Yeah, she call it finger popping because it's pop squirt. No.
Okay. So, are you able to get the same satisfaction from oral sex from a stranger? Is it the same thing as from when you're getting it from somebody that you like? Or from a stranger?
No, it's not the same.
It's not the same?
No, not for me. You know, I have actually gone to like say, you know, a brothel. But when you do it like that way, or like say if you get a prostitute or something like that, it's just kind of like they're just trying to get to the end game.
But what if they wasn't? And what if they were like good at pretending that they liked you and stuff? Is it about how they like you then, rather than?
Well, for me, it's more about the connection. Like, you know, if I'm with my girl, there's a connection, so therefore you kind of like, I kind of like lose myself. Do you know what I'm saying? When she's doing it, I'm just gone. But if I go to like somewhere like a brothel or the sex club, it's just more conscious. It's just more like you're doing it and they're just trying to get to the end game. You know, so it's not really the same.
So you need to be comfortable and know her then for it to be okay. And what about if she's unattractive versus attractive? Is it different if she's attractive or not attractive to you?
Yeah,
it's different.
Yeah,
you prefer the more attractive one.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Unfortunately, you know, attractiveness in a girl brings also to the excitement, because, you know, I mean, we all want to, you know, be with someone that's beautiful or whatever like that, you know, or what you kind of like may see like on porn or whatever. You know, you see these beautiful girls, and so you kind of like, guys, yeah, you want a beautiful girl, you know. But an ugly girl can be really passionate.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if she's really good and she's like unattractive? Like, can't she then beat the one?
She could. It depends on. So you can actually meet someone, and in that moment of meeting, you know, like ugly or pretty, make a connection. So depending on that connection, if you can make that connection and she's a bit butt cheeks, I don't want to say ugly, she's a bit butt cheeks, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know, but if you make that connection, then it doesn't really matter. You know, it's all about the connection, really. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
But what about the men who can get head from anybody and they don't care? Like, maybe they're not being honest with themselves, or maybe... Well,
I think that, you know, there's different facets of men. Like, you know, like some men like big fat women, you know, and some men don't. Do you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I would assume that there are some men out there that don't care.
So just to clarify, oral from a love partner feels much more nicer than oral from a stranger?
For me, it does.
For you?
Yeah, because for some other guys, it might be different.
Yeah, because they might have this fantasy of like wanting that type of thing.
Yeah, and maybe just, you know, the idea of just a girl just sucking them off and maybe being quite rough and like that. So I like stuff like that too. But for me, if I'm in a relationship and it's a good relationship, then that will be, you know, that's it for me.
That's better. It feels better.
Yeah.
You come quicker, or?
No. Like, actually for me, I don't like it when I come quick. So, and for me, so when I'm with my girl, it's kind of like, I tend to last longer and it's more enjoyable. You know, when I say longer, like not hours, but like, there's been times where, you know, so we're doing it and I might come like within a minute, you know, like poof, quick. But
we're talking about sex here though, not oral.
Oh, so yes, that's right. Yeah, oral, I don't come quick.
You don't?
No.
In any situation?
No, I haven't. Like no one's done it that good to where I'm like, oh, and
no
boom.
Way.
Yeah. No.
So what about men who say that some women are that good that they can make you come really quick? Do you not believe them, or you
No, I believe. I'm sure there are.
So you've just not had somebody who's actually done it for you, like proper done it for you then?
No, I'm saying it, but the truth is I can't remember. I can't remember but I think I would have probably remembered. Like I remember there are like I remember one particular girl who was really good, you know, but I can't remember whether I came like that quick.
But she was really good. Okay, keep her in mind because we need her as an example. soon, okay? So, are you comfortable in telling a woman what to do, or does that put you off in the middle of it?
No, I would tell her.
And it wouldn't put you off?
No.
What made you go so off?
No. No, no, not while she's doing it. I might say, you know, like suck the tip, you know.
For real, like proper guide her, like.
Yeah. I like to, you know, suck the tip, lick it, you know, maybe suck my balls. You know what I'm saying? Use your hand.
But do you do that often, or do you do like every time, or not every time?
No, it just depends. Like if she's doing it and it's just like
what you want.
Then I won't say nothing. I'll just moan and she'll know. Do you know what I'm saying? But sometimes I might just, not that she ain't doing it right, but I might just want to feel it a different way. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'll say, hey, babe, you know, suck the tip for me, you know, and then she'll do that. And then she'll play with it with her hand and stuff. So yeah, I'll say. And
you don't feel scared that you're hurting her feelings, because...
No, but the thing is, like, if her feelings get hurt, like, then she has an issue, because, come on.
Because then she doesn't want to do it again, or...
You know, no, but I haven't had that, though. I haven't had where, or at least I don't think so. I don't think I've, like, said it to a girl and then she's hurt, her feelings have been hurt and then she needed to do it to me again. Like, no, I've not had that. You know, but then I don't say it like, I wouldn't say to her, like, oh, you're doing it wrong, do it like this.
You just be like, oh, go to the tip.
Yeah,
go to the tip.
Yeah. And some girls like that. Most of the girls I've been with, they like that, being told.
No.
See, I'm a perfectionist, so I feel like a little bit like,
Really? But you can't know what every guy, you know, like, because not every guy is the same.
Yeah, it's true. You have to like learn.
Or you just keep doing it, and if they're not moaning, then you may not be doing it right.
So on that subject of having to guide her, so if she doesn't know what she's doing and you do have to guide her, do you get put off, or are you still excited because she's sucking your dick? So are you still excited?
That's a good question, because I don't get put off.
You don't get put off?
No, because it's actually quite nice, you know, talking and telling her to do it like this. I think actually I might get a bit more turned on, because it's kind of like, you know.
So if she's not good and you're trying to teach her, that turns you on.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it can.
How interesting.
It can do, because again, it like it has this kind of like aura of. So you know, like every man would prefer to have a virgin. Well, maybe not every man. Some men want someone who's experienced, but you know, like. Some guys would like to have a virgin. Some guys would like to have a woman that's not really experienced, because she ain't been ran through by loads of other guys. So
why can't she be ran through by loads of other guys?
Because it kind of devalues her, unfortunately.
But maybe this is the generational thing we was talking about earlier, where it's like your generation believes in the devalue, but maybe there is no real devalue.
I mean, like me personally, I don't, because if that was the case in my situationship, you know. So for me personally, I don't devalue it, and I do like experience, because there are times where you want to do stuff and you don't really want to have to guide and tell them. Do you know what I'm saying? So there, you know, and that's probably most of the time. But then I wouldn't get put if I had to tell her what to do. But
if she's really good, would that be like, if she's really good and you're falling in love with her and she's really good, is that gonna put you off? Like, oh, have you been around or something?
No,
not you, but it might put off to some other guys.
Yeah, it might be a put off, because they're thinking that, damn, how many guys have you given head, you know what I'm saying? And to think also he kisses her, and you know, people get funny about that, like, damn, how many how many beep am I kissing, you know what I'm saying? So some guys think like that. I don't think like that.
I don't think like that.
No, me neither.
If I kiss a guy, I'm not thinking about how many vaginas he's ever been through. And if I do, I'm going to start getting angry. Like, how many have you been through?
Yeah.
So then I prefer not to.
I don't think like that, but I've spoken to guys who, they'll be like, hell nah. If she had like X amount of, nah, hell nah. You know, like I remember one guy, so this girl did it to me, and I told him, and then he wouldn't share the split with me. But he knew the girl as well, that's probably why.
Okay, but let's try and get your brain into this man's head, because you're not that guy, right? So he's got this girl and now she's innocent, and he's like, oh, you're so innocent, let me teach you how to give head.
Yeah.
But then isn't he secretly wanting the freak to suck his the next day or something? Like he just wants, like he wants both of them basically.
I'm going to say yes, you know, because there is that part of where, you know, you want that girl to know exactly what she's doing. Do you know what I'm saying? You want that girl to be able to put it in her mouth and can feel and know, you know, when to go fast or slow, you know, when to lick, maybe stop for a minute, tease, you know, all that kind of stuff. And you don't have to tell, you can just kind of like lose yourself in the feeling and just feel good.
So maybe the best situation is if you get somebody who don't know what they're doing, then teach them, then they become really great. So then you got both in one, the virgin and the freak in one.
But I would say now, in my life, I would prefer someone with experience. Yeah, I would. I prefer someone with experience.
But if you didn't get her, you still won't mind because it's cute that you're teaching her. And
I mean, like this girl that I have now, like she's okay. She's, you know, she's young, so she's okay. She could be better. Oh no! And I didn't tell her she could be better, but I'll tell her to do certain things sometimes.
Does she remember to do them the next time, or?
Actually, no, she don't remember. But then sometimes I just lay back and just enjoy what she does, and it might take a little 5 minutes longer. But I can make myself come as well if I have to. Like we might be on time limits. Like, oh, I gotta.
So do you start using your hands, or you mean in your head you can make yourself come fast in your head?
While she's on me, yeah.
Would you have to picture things and stuff?
No, I just make myself feel the feeling more intensely.
Because you said that you like it to last longer, so maybe you interrupt it on purpose, like the feeling from developing, because you want it to last longer.
Yeah. But when I say longer, not for hours, just...
Yeah, because who's going to be sucking you for hours?
Well, I don't know, man. There's some ambitious girls out there.
So, let's get into the juicy bit. Now, I want you to kind of think of that girl that I told you about, the one that you said that she's really, really good. And like from the beginning to end... Oops. I want you to describe from beginning to end what makes a really good head. So we're talking about even from the beginning of like the teasing. You know what I mean? Like, because do you have to have some conversations before the clothes even come off for it to be good, or not really? So I'm gonna sit back and listen.
Okay, it all depends on who it is and the type of relationship that you have with that girl.
Okay, let's go with a love interest, but you're not like proper in deep with her yet, and you're still experimenting, but you know that like you're kind of falling for her.
Yeah.
And she's gonna give you the best head ever.
We hope.
What is she doing?
Okay, so first of all, she first grabs me by her hand, and then I would say it would be nice for her to like kind of like kiss me on my navel, you know, on the sides, you know, but then hold it in her hand and then maybe put the tip in it and just start sucking the tip, you know, licking it, and then like stroking it with her hand slowly. And then like maybe after a little while of that, not a long while, but just, you know, maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 times. Like
wait, did she have to give before you? Because did she have to give you warning that she wanted to suck you?
She would just don't warn me, don't ask me, just do it.
For real?
Yeah.
Because if a man just did it to me, I'd be like, what are you doing?
No, but if he's your love interest, right, and you've already started getting intimate, like, you know, okay, so like this one girl, I'm sitting on the couch and she came in and she just knelt down on her knees and opened my legs and was like, hey baby, I want to give you head. She did that and I was like, okay. And
did that turn you on straight away? Like, bing?
Okay. Yeah, because I like a woman to just not be afraid to just do what she wants to do. Do you know what I'm saying?
And ask for it and tell you that's what she's going to do.
You know, and that also plays on the man's ego as well, because it lets the man know that he's wanted. Do you know what I'm saying? When a woman's not afraid to come and, you know, like,
okay,
not necessarily ask, but, you know, show you that she wants you.
All right, so she's kissed around your navel, and then she's played with the tip.
Played with the tip, and then she'll start going down. So going a bit deeper, you know. And while she's going deeper, she's kind of like rubbing it with her hands, the base, you know, going down.
And when you say rubbing, because you're going like this.
I'm doing this, but more like this.
Okay.
Like kind of like turning and going up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe with 2 hands.
By the way, I know that YouTube would never allow me to get adverts on videos like this, but really, I don't see why not, but who cares anyway.
I don't see why not.
But right.
It's education, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, which we need. Yeah. Okay.
So once she starts going a little bit deeper, like there's kind of like a way where she kind of sucks a little bit hard, and then pulls up, and it's like a suction, and then she goes back down.
Does she have to leave the whole penis before she goes back down, or do you want her to?
But she can sometimes, but she doesn't have to. She can just go down and up, still keeping
like
the
maintain the contact of the lip at the tip.
Yeah, yeah. You know, and she'll do that. Sometimes she'll go a little bit fast, then she'll go a little bit slow, and then she'll go a little bit deep. You know. So
why is the deep important?
Yeah, it feels so fucking good in the throat.
In the throat.
Yeah.
Because that was my other question. Do you like deep throating?
Yeah.
Why, Naz?
Because it's a bit more tighter. Because it's going down the throat. Like the mouth, you know, its mouth is contracting, kind of like. But then when it goes a bit into the throat, like the throat is not going like this. It's just, and it feels good, and it's smooth as well.
But you know, like when they suck, isn't that also tight when you're sucking?
Yeah, but it's a suck. Whereas when you go into the throat, it's kind of like like a hole, and you just feel it, and it just feels smooth. Yeah. Do
you think that all men like deep throating, or is there some men that don't like deep throating?
You know what? I contemplated because, like, to myself, I wondered, but they must, because I see so many females, like, and I've had like, I'd say out of 10, 8 females out of 10 have told me they love sucking.
Love sucking, but deep throating is different than sucking.
Well, that would come with it. They love to, you know, when.
Okay, so do you like it when somebody gags?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
Why?
When they go, because
when they go, ugh.
Oh, like that type of gag. Just as long as they don't throw upon me. Don't throw upon me.
But if they make that noise,
they can go like that. Yeah, like
if they make that noise,
I'll grab the head and.
And if they go like when you do that, does that not put you?
No.
Doesn't put you off.
No, I might do it purposely a few times. Like.
And what if somebody accidentally vomits on you? Is that gonna like make you go soft?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you know some men like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, some men have these really funny fetishes, don't they?
It's not yours. You don't want somebody to like pee on you and stuff.
I tried the peeing, didn't do nothing for me.
Okay.
Like she straddled me and she peed on me, but I was like.
Because that's gonna smell quite bad as well.
Yeah, but I did it in the bathtub and then I took a bath. You know what I'm saying? So.
And it was warm?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Like I like women who squirt, not pee. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I hear you. I didn't think there was. I used to challenge him all the time. I was like, no, it's we. It's not nothing else. It's we. But then I learned something, so I was like, okay, maybe it's not we.
It's not we. Trust me.
Okay, so we got to the deep throating. So and so then she has to change up her speed then, because what if she stayed the same speed throughout the whole time? Boring. Is that boring?
Yeah, it's boring.
So is that the difference between somebody who's good or bad? Is that they know how to diversify the situation?
Yes, for me, yes. Like if she just does one thing the whole time, then she doesn't really she doesn't have any experience. She just thinks it's just up and down. And I would tell her to go and watch some videos.
Watch some videos.
Yeah.
Okay, so what if she's like, so she's sucking and then she then goes back to like just sucking the tip? Is that something? But after she's been sucking, like, do you need the sucking to carry on, or can she start kissing after some sucking?
Yeah, she can do whatever she wants, just as long as it feels good. So, but it's nice to like change it up. So a little deep throat, and then a little on the tip. You know, maybe even take her mouth on it and kind of like do it from the side. You know, down the shaft. You know,
from the side, because then, what you mean, using her lips or her tongue?
Yeah, so kind of like, if you can imagine, like that. Yeah, like that.
But you just bit yourself. I don't think you want her to bite you.
No, I don't mean bite, but yeah. Well, I don't know if it look funny. I've never sucked before, so I don't know.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Hey!
Right, so from beginning to end, but you just said already that you take long, and you take long on purpose.
Not all the time.
Okay, so an enjoyable head from beginning to end, how long are we talking here?
Okay, so if she's really good, okay, yeah, she could make me come a little bit quicker than, you know, I may want to, because it's really good. You know, and that could be anywhere between, not long, like 1 and 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Maybe not.
That's quite long.
Yeah, it's quite long. I'm going to push it down to like 5. 1 and 5 minutes. 1 to 5 minutes. Because
I'm not going to lie, if a guy's doing a really good job, right, I can... 30 seconds.
Really?
But he had to tease me, so you know the kissing of the navel and stuff. Like he would have had to tease me before, and then 30 seconds from when his lips touch the clitoris. Boom, 30 seconds done. So have you never had that?
Have you counted? Have you like timed it?
No, but I know it's really fast. Like, oh, this is embarrassingly fast. Like, because it's embarrassing. Like how fast.
But I like it. I like, for me, like a woman that comes quick. Like that's wicked.
Yeah, because it's your ego boosted. Like, who knows what he's doing?
Yo, you know what I'm saying? She came like that.
So nobody's ever done that to you, then? The 30-second thing. Maybe when you were younger, or you don't.
Probably when I was younger. I'm sure I have come really quick. Like, you know, I haven't had really tremendous good head like in a long time, man. So if anyone,
if you know anybody, hit him up.
Who thinks they're good, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you have a little bit of experience.
The problem is there's probably loads of them, and they're like, I ain't sucking your dick, mate. Oh, sorry.
Hey, yo. Anyway.
Wait. So do you
so
like?
I'm gonna say yes, I have come quick, and I'm gonna say that I have. You know, and I'm gonna say like.
But you enjoy it to last longer. That's so interesting. Because me, I want the quickness. I don't want it to last longer. But maybe it's because I have some other problems going on. And maybe if I was fully into sexuality, like, oh, this is so good that no, I don't want this to be quick type of thing, because I'm enjoying it. That me off.
I think for me, like it lasts longer because the build up gets stronger and stronger, you know. And if I can hold it a little bit longer, that build up gets stronger and stronger. And then when I do come, it's like bow, you know. So that's why, like, I'll hold it and make it last a little bit longer, or as long as I can.
So if a woman doesn't like to swallow your stuff, do you get offended?
I don't get offended, but come on.
You don't like it? You want her to swallow it?
Yeah, man. Tell me, do you swallow?
What if you don't taste good? Do you at least care about how you taste? Do you care about how you taste? Wait, that's a good question. Do you care if you're smelly and stuff?
Well, yeah, I don't want her to go down and smell.
Because that's embarrassing.
You know? But yeah, but very rare, at least as far as I know, very rare that I smell. But, you know, no female has gone down and said, I smell. And I would hope that they would be honest with me, because then I would kind of think, well, you're kind of nasty, really, if you think I smell and you still did it anyway, you know. Would
that turn you on? That if you were smelly and she was still like, I like it, like, does that turn you on?
No. No. Unless like, say we, you know, had sex, like, and then, you know, I didn't come and I pulled out, and then she went down to me afterwards. Like that, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, maybe she can taste herself.
Because she's not scared of tasting herself.
Yeah, that's quite nice.
You like that? Yeah, okay, so you want her to swallow?
Preferably, but she doesn't have to.
But why is that?
Less mess.
But what if she liked for you to come on her face or on her?
Oh, that's fine. I'll come on her face. I'll come on your face.
So as long as it's enjoyable, because she'd be like, I don't want to swallow, but I want you to come on my face. So then, is that as good as swallowing to you because you know she likes it, or do you still prefer her to swallow?
I do prefer her, like, because it's a simulation of coming inside her as well, you know. But it's her mouth. So when you come and then you feel her like swallowing and, you know, and squeezing as you come. Oh man, that's so good.
Wait. You can feel her squeezing as she swallows. What do you mean by that?
Like, as I'm coming and she's swallowing, you know, like, or at least when I've had it, I can feel her also like continually sucking as well.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So that squeezing motion while I'm coming, oh man, it intensifies.
Do you know what would be easier? Is that if you were deep throating her while you were coming, because then she doesn't need to taste anything and it will go straight in the back. And then nobody can even know it was in the mouth.
Yeah, I've done that as well.
Have you?
Yeah, come in the throat.
Wait, pause for a second.
Give me some deep throat. That's right, it's no joke. I love it when she come through. Sometimes I can't cope. Sometimes I come less than 30 seconds, but check it. Do you reckon you could do it? Oh.
Of course, Naz is going to carry on talking when I leave.
Do you enjoy giving head?
Wait, so that was the next question. Yes, I do.
You do?
But only recently am I starting to really be like, I really want to do it. Because before I was scared. Because before, like, these conversations, I didn't know about any of it.
What, you scared that you wouldn't do it right? Okay.
And that I would be the girl who, no, because I know I'm not the girl, because like I would switch it up naturally because I'm so creative, but I'm scared that just in case I'm not. But I think it's like irrational fear.
Yeah, and you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with saying to the, you know, to the guy, or guy to the girl, or girl to girl, whatever, you know, tell me what you like. Sometimes I do that because some girls, they don't come so easy, you know, so sometimes I'll be like, you know, tell me what you like so I can make you come. Yeah.
And for me, that's all to do with teasing. When they don't come easy, it's because you've not made the vibration of the clitoris like proper pump before you went to the clitoris. You just went straight to the clitoris, and then you've not built up that vibration.
No, but I don't really like go straight to the clitoris. When I go down on a girl, I like to like suck lips, go around, maybe put my tongue inside, and then I'll open it up and I'll flick the clit, suck on it.
But what I'm talking about is the desire for you to, for the lips to meet the clitoris. Is there's this desire of like, oh my gosh, I want it, and if the desire's not there and you go there, even though you teased her, then it's gonna take long. It's gonna take long. I
agree.
Is that the same for men though? Do you have that type of problem where like you need it to be pumping for it before she puts her mouth on it, otherwise it's gonna take too long? Because maybe that's why you take long to come, because like women go straight into your penis and they don't tease you enough.
Yeah, no, you're right actually, because that has happened where she just grabs and just went straight down, and then I just thought, oh, slow down, you know, so yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
So you want her to swallow your thing, your white stuff.
It's protein.
Your little men.
Yes,
Is it protein?
Yeah, baby.
Have you ever swallowed it?
No.
You could swallow your own protein, right?
I could, but you know.
Okay, so do you swallow the woman's stuff?
I would.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Have you ever swallowed the what do you call that stuff
Squirt.
that you say, the squirt?
Love it. I remember the first time I was young in high school, and I was going down on her, and like I started like going up and down like on the clit, like licking up and down like that, and then I could feel her pushing against me, so I pushed against harder against the clit. It's going up and down, and all of a sudden she went. Psh. And that was the first time I experienced that, and that drove me crazy, yo. I loved it ever since then. I love a girl that can squirt.
I have something to say to that, but we're talking about you. We're not talking about squirting today. So I said, do you need to be teased? And you was like, kind of, yes, because if she like starts sucking, then it's gonna take longer.
But that also, you know, depends on like when you meet together. Like if you're really horny, you know, she might just grab and just go straight for the gusto. Do you know what I'm saying? But if we're like sitting on the couch watching the movie and her head's on my lap, or she might just turn around and just start doing some, then the teasing is good. You know, it just depends on the mood that you're in. For me, you know, and I can take it different ways. Yeah,
because I was gonna say you could be at the restaurant turning each other on with talking. So by the time you get home, you're ready for that contact.
Yeah, like sometimes, like I've done where driving home and we might stop at a light, and I'll be like, babe, and I'll pull it out, and I'll be like, babe, and then she'll just like start sucking the head or whatever, get me hard, and then I'll drive, and then when I get home, we'll finish. Like she won't continue, she'll stop, and I'll drive home. Yeah, well, that's quite nice. Teasing. Here's a fun fact.
Yes.
When I was in Florida, I was a bit of a naughty boy, and the girl I was seeing at the time, she flew over from Manchester to come see me in Florida, but I had another girl, and I got the other girl to drive me and her to the airport so when she's going back, and dropped her off at the airport, and then on the way back, we pulled over on the hard shoulder, and she gave me head. Oh man, it was so good. And then once I came, she laid down, and I was giving her head, and the police knocked on the... No, sorry, I did her first. And then she was giving me head, and then the police knocked on the door, on the window, and was like, excuse me there, you cannot use the hard shoulder for extracurricular activities.
Why don't they just mind their business?
I know, right? I think I'm sure he was standing there for a minute looking, because I felt the heat.
Yeah, because that's what he wanted.
Yeah, just looking, and yeah.
Nice little story. Okay, so do you think that some women are actually just naturally bad at these things? Or do you feel like everyone has potential to be good if they tried? Because you're saying that you taught the girl and then she wouldn't remember and she wouldn't do it again the next time. So what's that about?
But I think that's more because I don't see her that often. Like literally I see her maybe once a month. You know, because what it is...
So then it has to be more consistent.
Yeah, and then she'll probably remember. You know, I don't tell her what to do every time, but I have said do this, do that.
And actually, maybe she's not even seeing it as teaching. Maybe she's not registering as like, oh, this is what I should do. Maybe it's just like a little play of.
But I don't really mind, because then I'm just as long as if I tell you and you're doing what I've asked you, then you know I don't really mind, because that's part of the fun anyway. Sometimes when you tell them, like, you know, you're excited and you say, oh baby, suck it, yeah, suck it harder, yeah, go faster, no, slow down, slow down. It's like, yeah, that's it, do like just like that, just like that, just like that. Sorry, I'm getting into my own head now.
And so then, do you think that some women are naturally bad, like just because of their character, they're a bit like stiff, and they're just like naturally bad?
Yes, I don't know if that's naturally. I think a lot of it has got to do with their minds, like
how they're being taught to be.
You know, insecure within themselves and stuff, and so you know they already think they're not going to do it. Because I met a girl who she kept saying, oh, I can't give head, I'm giving the head. And I'm like, just try, just do it. And then she'd do it, but yeah, she would, because she already, you know, preordained it, like, you know, and she was all stiff.
And so then how do you help that woman to be...
You can't.
But is it her... But so then is it about her confidence prior to arriving there then, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's hard to kind of like, and it depends on how old she is. Like, if she's like, say, mid-20s, like 25, 24, 25, or something like that, and, you know, I think, you know, like, they're still open. But when you get a woman that's in her 40s, she's set in her ways. Do you know what I'm saying? Because she's been used to doing this certain way. So she's set in her ways. So more time, she's just going to do it how she's known to do it.
Well, I kind of want to like break those barriers for these women, because if I got into my 40s, I don't want to be stuck in my ways. If I'm bad at something, I want to be good at it.
Well, you know...
And maybe they don't care. Maybe they don't care to be good. Maybe they're like, I don't care if I'm bad at this.
I'm sure there are females out there who don't give a you know, but for them, I would say boo-hoo to you. You know, give a because, and you know what? I think women also, sometimes, like women use kind of like sex as a weapon and they withhold it. But I think that a lot of women mistakenly misunderstand that, you know, like when they talk about men, all they want is sex, you know, all they want is to, you know, and whatnot. But it's more to it than just wanting sex. The sex is actually, for a male, the sex actually helps with the bonding. You know, when a man has sex with his woman, or a woman, if it's a woman that he has sex on a regular basis, that sex brings, for him, it's a bonding session as well. So he feels closer to the girl. I don't know, I can't speak for every single man, because there are some men who are obviously different. And
they don't talk like this either.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to get an idea in my head that they're actually lying, that they're pretending that they only want to bang when really they are looking for some type of connection.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
That's how they get the connection.
They get their connection through sex. You know, so, you know, you get women who say, oh, you just want to... Yeah, I want to, but I want to someone who I can connect with, you know, of course. And the thing is all that stuff is bull anyway, because you want to too, you know, but you want to someone who you can connect with. You know, you just don't want to, you know, like I be seeing like on these dating profiles, you know, if you just want to, you know, swipe on, I'm not the one like on Tinder or whatnot. But at the end of the day, you want to too, but you just want someone who
with connection.
Yeah. You know, so all that's for me. It's just like we all want to. At the end of the day, we want someone who we're attracted to, who we're connected to, who can have a good time, you know, we're compatible in some ways, you know, all that stuff.
And maybe these women who are stuck in their ways in their 40s, maybe they don't think that men deserve to have good head.
Well, I feel sorry for you. Because maybe if you gave the good head, then the men would be more whatever it is that you feel you're lacking from them.
But then what about pride? Like the women have pride, like, oh, sorry, do I have to suck your good for you to respect me? Like, isn't it just a bit of a mind game?
No. I mean, like, I've never actually heard of it like that. Like, you know, for a man to respect a girl, she's got to give him good head. I haven't heard it like that. And I don't look at it like that. So, you know, if a guy looks at it like that, I think he's just got some issues, because you don't have to give really magnificent head for me to respect you. I'm going to respect you as a human being, you know, and then all the other stuff is just like icing on the cake. Do you know what I mean? So it's not, you know, like a woman wouldn't have to give me sex for me to respect her. You know, I would respect her, but if she give me sex, then respect might go down a little bit. Like, oh my God, yeah, I'll see you later.
I'm gonna go find another one.
I'm just joking, but you know, it's not for me. It's not like that.
This is becoming very long, so because I'm just like I have so many questions, and we're gonna like okay. So how do you know if somebody's good or bad before they do it? Do you know if somebody's gonna be good at giving head or if they're gonna be bad?
Sometimes, because you can look at a person's demeanor, their how they carry themselves, and how they kind of like maybe have banter with you, and you can look and see, she looks a bit kind of like duh. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I've met a girl and.
So if she's clever, do you assume that she's gonna be good at giving head?
I actually, yeah, because you know she's good brains. But she can give good brains, you know. But nah, you can't. I don't think you can really tell whether
unless she's a little bit dopey. You're saying if she's no, because even the dopey ones, they might go deep. You know what I mean?
No, you can't really tell just by meeting someone and talking to them. Unless the subject comes up and they're talking to you about it, and when you hear them, you can kind of like,
she knows what she's talking about.
Yeah, or she sounds like she.
Well, but how would you know she sounds like she? What would she say that
like? She might say, "Yeah, I like to give head, but I don't like to deep throat." Okay. I'm just giving an example.
I want to meet a guy who don't like deep throating because, like,
I'm sure there is one.
Because I don't like to gag.
Out of a billion. I'm sure there's one that don't like, But you know what? Like, it does, like, you don't have to give me deep throat. If you give good head anyway, you don't have to give me deep throat. Because if the girl doesn't like to gag, fair enough. You don't have to gag. But can you make me come?
Well, through the sucking.
Well, if she can, then cool. Because
then what if you're obsessed with deep throating and you've become so accustomed to it, and that's why you can't come without deep throating? But what if there's a bunch of men who can come without it because they've not become accustomed to it?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sure that is true. I'm sure there are men who are accustomed to coming a certain way when they have it deep throat, but it will suck for the woman who can't deep throat. And I think those type of men are probably men who go to sex clubs and get it a lot.
When they can't get deep throat at home, sorry, I missed the.
Like, okay, so you're talking about a man who's at home. Well, the thing is, like, if you're living with your partner, then I'm sure that would have been established from a long time ago. She doesn't like to deep throat, and I don't think it would really make it. I don't think the man would be in the position where he can't come. But for a man to be in that position where he can't come unless he's having deep throat, I would say that man would have to be someone who has it on a regular basis, deep throat, and he likes deep throat. So if a girl just gives him regular head, he's like, nah, man, you gotta go deep throat, otherwise that's not gonna make me come.
This is sounding like maybe it's like different types of appetites. Like, for example, somebody who could only come when they bang, 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 bang.
Yes.
And then this other guy, he's never bang, banged and he's accustomed to just coming normally.
Yeah.
So what if you've become accustomed to deep throating because it's your style of coming?
So, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it depends on your situation, because if you're in a relationship and you've been in that relationship for a while, then if you're accustomed to deep throat, then she would have had to have done it, like the whole relationship. So there wouldn't be that issue. Do you know what I'm saying? The only time it would be an issue.
If you had deep throat in the past, now you got with somebody new, now you have to become accustomed to her.
Right.
Are you going to be daydreaming about being deep throat and you're never getting it?
Maybe.
So my question is are you unhealthy for wanting deep throat, or is it a natural thing? Is it unhealthy? Because I feel like banging is a bit unhealthy. It's because you don't have connection and you're trying to force it.
Banging.
Banging through sex. When you have to bang
you're hitting
to come.
It hard, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's because you're not feeling it.
Do you know what? I'm going to agree with you a little bit, because I don't know fully for sure, because obviously I don't know what every man is feeling. But I know that there's been times where I've started hitting it really hard, and that's made me come. So I would say sometimes that is the case. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and that's usually after I've come about 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, because
already.
the sensitivity is not strong enough, right?
Yeah.
Because that's the only time I have to push harder is because the sensitivity is not there.
But there are some guys and girls that just love it, like it rough. But then you could kind of argue you like it rough because that roughness makes them come quicker, maybe. But some people like it rough. I like it rough sometimes, but not all the time. You know, say like I like to grind. You know, I like to change positions. You know, it's not all the time just bang, 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 bang. Because, you know, I think that also does sometimes, well, no, it doesn't take away from I don't know, do you think it takes away from the connection?
What, the bang, bang, bang?
Yeah, I don't think it does actually. You know, but for me personally, I like that sometimes. Like when you're in the heat of the moment, and you know, it's like, and you're both horny, and it's just like, fuck it, and it's gonna be a quickie. So you might grab her and just, really hard, you know, slapping, you know. So
because it can be like you can be passionate and then like the final I don't know, that you could be a push at the end, but it doesn't have to be like bang 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 bang. It could just be like bang bang.
Yeah. I know what you mean though. Yeah,
it could be passionate and not,
yeah, passionate's the right word. You know, not breaking the pelvis and shit.
Okay, right, let's move on, because I feel like I'm gonna carry on arguing this deep throat stuff. But having said that, I have been deep throat once by a guy, and I felt that he was very cheeky, but I'm not gonna lie, it made me fancy him more. I was like, how dare you deep throat me?
See, that's the funny thing.
But do it again.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about some of these girls.
Please.
Yeah, because like I've noticed, right, that a girl will kind of act like she don't want sex with you, but if you kind of like just grab her and just start doing shit, Bob's your uncle.
Because she likes to be dominated.
Yeah.
It's like the dominator, and deep throating is a bit dominating.
Yeah. Well, it depends. If you don't do it, if he does it, then yeah. Like I'm a bit dominating. I just like, if she's just doing that, I'll grab her head and I'll push it down.
See, I prefer that instead of me deep throating myself on you. I prefer for him to.
Yeah, I do prefer to do that. Yeah,
to be the one leading the deep throat.
Yeah, because I will want deep throat as it's feeling more sensitive. Then I was just like, yeah.
Okay, so if there was like one sentence of like what makes somebody good at giving head, what would that sentence be? Like, I think we said it actually. Somebody who's that diverse in what they do.
Yeah, passionately and.
What if they suck too hard though? Is it hurt?
Oh gosh, don't suck my off, man.
Because passion can turn into that.
So no teeth.
No teeth. Right, we're going to talk about teeth lastly.
Okay, we'll talk about teeth lastly.
No teeth, but go on. What makes her good?
Yeah, just passionately doing it and just like, but not staying the same.
Not staying the same.
Yeah, you know, suck it like you're sucking a
lollipop. But what about when you're
though.
about to come? Do you need her to stay the same?
Yes.
Because I do.
Yes. So when you get that part, when you get to that point comes from the constant friction in that one spot.
And do you give her a warning that when you're ready to, when you're at that point where you're about to come,
sometimes, most of the
could you get louder or something?
Yeah, I'll just say, baby, I'm going to come.
And then that's when she has to stay the same.
Yeah. And I'll say, if she changes, I'll say, don't change, keep going. Or I might even hold her head and just and do it myself. And she doesn't do that. I just hold her head and I do the movements. I like that actually. Because I'm in control now. I'm just.
So passionate is what makes somebody good. Okay, and then what makes somebody bad is if they stay the same.
Yeah.
And they've got teeth.
No passion.
No passion.
They bite. You know, or when they're going up and down, you can just feel the teeth like.
Are you talking about the back teeth or the front?
And the front teeth. Like I've had a girl where I was like, whoa, teeth. You know, front teeth, and she just. I don't even understand why you would even allow your teeth. You know.
But what if like somebody has really big teeth? Then does that mean then that they're not gonna ever be good at it, or is there a way for them to? Maybe there is a way.
I think there's a way. I mean, just like you can put your finger in your mouth and go like this, right?
So maybe it's about training on how to like.
It's about
not get your teeth involved. Yeah. So what's wrong with teeth?
Okay, so if it's like a grater, like a cheese grater, no. Like I don't mind a little bit.
If it's accidental here and there, then you don't mind.
Yeah, because there's.
To be honest, if I felt an accidental teeth while he was down on me, that would put me off. I'd be like, oh god.
But there's a kind of like Well, I know in my experience going down a woman, like I've nibbled, like kind of like bit the clit, and she's loved that.
And what she nibbles on yours?
So, not nibble, but I don't mind a little bit of a scrape. Just, you know, but it has to, you're like...
What if she bites the side of it? Like...
Yeah, but not hard. Oh
just
my
a
gosh.
little nibble.
Yeah, she can just go like, yeah.
Bit of playing.
You know, because like, yo, we are really sensitive down there. Like, teeth can be like, oh, like, you know, it feels way better when it's mushy and soft and, you know, with a suction. You know what I'm saying? But some guys like teeth, and you know, just a little bit of roughness is that's not bad. That's all right. A little bit, yeah. You know, but ultimately I prefer no teeth, none whatsoever.
Not even a little nibble.
No, I'll take them out.
So you need an old woman that has a retainer things, and then.
Well, I know a younger
that'd be
woman.
perfect. The one with no teeth.
I know a younger woman who has dentures, and she just.
Okay.
She's like, are you ready?
Because then, like, wouldn't her gums be hard, and then like you could feel the gums?
Yeah, but that feels like the throat.
Damn.
Because it's a bit harder, so it feels like the throat.
Why do you like the harder part though?
Well, it's a combination. So it's not anyone, like no preference. It's the combination of both. So it's soft, a little bit of deep throat, you know, then maybe, you know, and then also it just depends on at that time what you're really, you know, like she could just be giving you head and no deep throat and it'd be so banging it'd make you come, you know, or it just could be she's doing it and then you feel really good and you say this and you want it deeper.
I just know some girls out there, they'd be like, listen, I know how to give head without deep throat, and then trust me, they come within minutes.
Yeah.
Like,
I like to meet that person. Yeah, you know, I've heard a lot of people brag, but you know, like some, you know.
I know somebody, and she had a boyfriend, and then the boyfriend said that he's never come with giving head. Don't waste my time. I can't come with giving head. She gave him head. He came. Isn't that like a testimony that she's good?
Yeah. Well, for him, he probably just had women that were, you know, women that just.
What about if he's been around, like, because he's been around that guy?
Has he been around? I would still say they had to be quite. It's not really that like hard to not come from head. It's not really that hard to not come. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
unless you attract loads of them women who are just like.
Yeah.
The ones who stay the same because it's not explaining it. The ones who stay the same and don't do nothing different.
Yeah.
And they're like.
Yeah, and then also you're an idiot because you let them continue. I'd have been like, oh babe, come on, you got to do it a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Or I wouldn't say it like that. I would say it more like, oh yeah, do it like this now. Yeah. I'm directing her, but I'm not saying it in a way that she doesn't know. Like she doesn't know. Like, what are you doing? Like, do it like this. I wouldn't say it like that. I'd be like, yeah, do it like that. Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, you know.
Okay. So we've reached the end, and I want you to close the video off by giving a final tip to a girl who's a little bit insecure at giving head. What final tip would you give to this girl?
I would say if you're feeling a little bit insecure, don't be afraid to just ask. Just do it and say, is that how you like it? Just ask. And
if he mocks her for asking, then he's just a dickhead.
Yes, he's an. And you just stop giving it to him like that and just tell him to go. Just don't do it. Yeah. You know, men, shouldn't act in a way to make you feel less of yourself. You know, if you're with a good guy and you're giving him head and he's not really feeling it, he'll probably say, oh babe, do it like this. You know, if you say to him, tell me how you like it so I can make you come. And he'll be like, yeah, baby, go ahead. And he'll tell you. So yeah, don't be afraid to ask.
Okay.
Yeah.
This has been interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you so
SMB.
much.
Peace.
Is that your rap name, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Sean M. Brown. SM Brown.
Go check him out on YouTube. He does music.
Yep.
So, guys, thank you so much for doing this. Yep. And until next time.
Oh, yeah. Nasir Brown as well. Nasir. Like Nasir Jones, but Nasir Brown. Right up. Check me out. Peace.
All right. Bye.
Yeah.